Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Georgiman and I'm your friendly neighborhood anime and manga fan. I love all things anime and all things manga, and I'm here today to talk about Chainsaw Man chapter 149. So, what did I think about this week's chapter? I thought this week's chapter was fantastic. I think they did a great job at setting up Denji's character in particular, because we get a lot of character development with him, as well as we get to see more inside of Nayuta and what she's after right now in the plot, because right now, you know, the humanity and devils are at odds with each other as usual, but the whole catastrophe is about to happen. So we get to see what really is behind Nayuta, like what is she really thinking and what's her end goal at the end of the day, and her motives and why not. As well as, like I said, we get to see a lot of Denji, you know, just, you know, feel a lot of point of view of him. Like we get to see his point of view in the whole situation and what he really wants going forward in the story. Now, before I go any further with this week's chapter, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys can be up to date with all my Chainsaw Man as well as all my anime and manga content that I'll be providing in this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you guys could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this week's chapter. So this week's chapter starts off where pretty much we catch up back with Denji, Nayuta, and Fumiko, and we see that pretty much there's a whole riot, and you know, people are at odds with the whole Chainsaw Man church, and you see they're trying to burn Chainsaw Man at the stake pretty much, and you see all these people just burning a bunch of these Chainsaw Man followers. It looks like, you know, there's just flames everywhere and these people are rioting. And as we see later on, we see that we catch up with Fumiko, Denji, and Nayuta, and we see that they're, you know, looking at the whole thing, they're hiding, and then they're like, oh, this is terrible, like we gotta be like hiding and stuff. This is no good for us. And then, you know, Denji, he's like, hey, if, you know, push comes to shove, I can transform into Chainsaw Man at any point. You know, we can be safe, and why not? And Fumiko just says like, no, it's fine, like I got it, like I'll protect you guys, don't worry, I'm here to protect you guys after all. And you know, she is Denji's bodyguard, quote unquote. You know, she's supposed to be, you know, her guardian in that sense. And then we see Nayuta just have a little roast at Fumiko's like, you know, I'm stronger than you, right? And it's like, damn, like Fumiko, like, you know, now he's like, you didn't have to put her on blast like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's, I mean, it is true though, at the end of the day, Nayuta's way stronger. But, and she even says like, hey, we can take care of ourselves, because eventually what we see is that Nayuta and Denji bring up about, you know, like, what about their apartment? You know, is our apartment, how's like, how the pets, you know, because we know they have dogs and a cat. So they're like, what about the pets? You know, they're probably like starving, so let's go feed them. And Fumiko's like, sorry, I can't let you guys go. Like, I'm here to, you know, take you to public safety, and we'll, you know, just protect you there. And Nayuta and Denji's like, yeah, that's not gonna work for us. And Fumiko's like, hey, listen, this is my job. I gotta do what I gotta do. And how does Nayuta respond? She pulls out her finger and just straight up attacks her. Like, she does her little chain attack, and Fumiko, you know, she dodges it. So that's a feat. You know, she was able to outspeed Nagita's chains, which is something that Asa wasn't able to do, Asa and Yoru. So goes to show another feat for my girl Fumiko, right? You know, Fumiko's secretly gonna be OP. We still haven't seen her contracts. We still haven't seen what her power is. So, and we don't see it sadly in this week's chapter, but I'm very curious to see what what her power is going forward. And as we proceed to see is that she, while she dodges the chain, there's somebody behind that got caught by it, and this person like then breaks the window and starts choking Fumiko, and Fumiko's being like choked out, and she looks like she's about to pass out. And then she starts tickling Nayuta to ease her and let her like go, and she's like, haha, like lose control of the, you know, the person, I guess. And then Denji's like, Fumiko, get out of here, bro, like stop, like get out of here, she will really try to kill you, all right? I know this for a fact, so like just get out of here. And you know, Denji, you know, eventually, like, you see that his tickles are enough to make Nayuta lose her grip, and Fumiko just proceeds to, you know, get out of there. She dips, and that's the last time we see her in this chapter. So she disappears, she leaves, and Nayuta and Denji, they're like, hey, like, Denji just goes, you really were trying to kill her, right? It's like, yeah, why? And she's like, listen, I'm a devil, like, you know, that's in our nature, like. And she goes in this whole entire thing was like, you know, trees, they you know, they fantasize. I forgot, I can't even say that word right now. But you know, guys, what I'm saying, they, you know, she was just pretty much saying like, you know, animals eat each other. Like, it's only a natural course that we devils will, like, you know, destroy, like, kill humans. We don't. It's just in our nature. You know, you can't change that about us. Which is that whole thing of like nature versus nurture, because Denji obviously has trained her to make sure that she doesn't go killing humans left and right. You know, he's trying to make her not become somebody like Makima. but maybe, you know, the whole conflict is like maybe it's something that she was, you know, built in. I mean, she is the control devil, so by default it's something that she can't put to the side. You know, she has to, there's some murderous intent, I guess, when it comes to being a devil. So but that's a whole theme that I think the series has touched upon, like the whole nature versus nurture. And I think that, you know, now he does the pinnacle of that, because Denji, like I said, he raised her from a kid, and she's still a kid technically, but he's raised her to be somebody that doesn't just go out there and kill humans. And for the most part, she doesn't. I mean, we haven't seen her kill anybody really just yet. But yeah, I like that scene. And then we proceed to pretty much Denji and her have a heart-to-heart, and, you know, she tries to like sway Denji to join the devil side. She's like, you know, why don't you just join us? Like, I mean, you know, you like, you know, when you transform into Chainsaw Man, I know you like it, so like, why don't you just like join the devil side? Like, the humans can screw themselves. You know, if the devils win, you know, we can just eat as much food as we want. We can also, like, you know, take care as many pets as we want. Like, just join our side. And then he's like, you know, he just seems like at odds. Like, he just looks like confused, and he's thinking about something. And then, you know, you see him like have some clarity. And then Nayuta's like, you just remember us, Mitaka, didn't you? And then he's like, yeah. Like, and then she's like, what do you even like about that girl? Like, what's the whole point? You know, she's just throwing that whole like jealousy fit. And then she's just like, yeah, like we kissed. And Nayuta's like, what? Like, and she's just like, what? Like, okay, so do you like her then? He's like, well, like, every time I kiss, I mean, it's like, it's not been crazy because I've kissed many girls in the past, but something was different because this is the only time that I've kissed a girl where it didn't hurt. Like, and that was such an important scene for Denji, because it's him realizing, like, I think he finally is realizing, like, what it means to be truly in love. Because, you know, every girl that he's kissed, it was all superficial at the end of the day. I mean, like, you know, when you look at Himeno, there was no real, you know, emotion or any sort of love involved with that. It was just, you know, a terrible situation to be a part of. Reese, you know, there was no feelings when they were kissing. You could make an argument that after the fact, you know, Reese learned like she had some feelings towards Denji, but at that point when they kissed, there was no feelings at all, period. She was just using him. And you can continue to see like that going forward. And even when, you know, Asa did kiss Denji, you know, Yoru is the one that took over, and she still, you know, was controlling Denji. But at the end of the day, I mean, Asa does like Denji. You know, there's no buts about it. You know, she's very awkward and shy about it, but she does, you know, actually have feelings towards Denji. And this is the first time where Denji has somebody that he has feelings for, that they also have feelings for back as well. And, you know, they had some sort of connection. And you see him like thinking about it throughout this chapter. And I thought it was great. I think it was my favorite part of the chapter, because it really shows Denji's like whole, you know, character arc, that he's finally realizing, like, I'm in love. I think that we're building up to something like that going forward. And how the chapter continues is we see then Nayuta say, okay, you like her? How much? And he's like, how about me? How much do you like me? And then he's like, okay, we're fine. And then the final chapter is just the final chapter. The final page of the chapter, we see Nayuta just smile, this super goofy smile, which was funny. And she's just like, gives him a big hug, gets on top, and she's like, all right, let's go and like save the day. Like, let's go to the apartment and, you know, like feed the dogs, and why not? Like, let's save humans. Like, she's in the human side. Like, you know, he won her over, so she's back, you know, on our side, thankfully. And that's how the chapter ends. So I think that this chapter did a fantastic job at setting up like pretty much Denji as a character. Just we get small bits and pieces of how much of a character he's grown since part one, and I think this chapter did a fantastic job, you know, setting up, you know, Asa and Denji's relationship in the future, because yeah, that's something that we've been building up for a while, and I think that this is finally going to be paying off. And yeah, I can't wait to see them finally, you know, reunite and, you know, have these two awkward individuals finally, like, you know, have some sort of connection. Like, hopefully they get together, because I love them. They will be so cute together. But yeah, with all that being said, what did you guys think about this week's chapter? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Did you guys thought it was alright? Whatever you guys thought, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, thank you so much for sticking all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Chainsaw Man, as well as more anime and manga content in the near future. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.